Do you think that Armand Membou is a guy who may have a higher ceiling at tackle specifically? And do you think there's an idea where he could go to left tackle and maybe be comfortable or at least solid enough in year one that it justifies doing it maybe that 1 year? And then if he has to switch back to right tackle after Morgan Moses, maybe you go that route.
I would say this. There's nothing about his tape or his profile that says he can't do it. And so, you start with that. And this is why you have offensive line coaches, and they go work out the player, get a better stance. Okay, if you're going to put you in a left tackle stance, see how you move, see how natural it is for you. I think, the athleticism we know is there, obviously. The way he moves, the body control is fantastic. But, he is 20 years old. He's a young player. And so there will be a little more bumps along the road for him, just as he gets acclimated to NFL speed and that talent level. But does he have a higher ceiling than Will Campbell? Probably. But he's also maybe a little bit more of a risk than Will Campbell. So it's kind of, risk versus reward and which direction do you want to go. And there's a couple examples of that. Like you look at the tight ends, Tyler Warren versus Colston Loveland. Tyler Warren, I think, has had the higher floor. I think you have a better idea of what you're getting, where Colston Loveland has the higher ceiling and is probably the better overall receiver, just in terms of being more dynamic and more explosive. So, and I think offensive tackle is like that as well with Will Campbell and Armand Membou. So I'm a big Armand Membou fan, have been since December when I really put my final grade on him. And it was a bummer he couldn't be at the Senior Bowl. He got sick and, had to be on IVs and had to leave Mobile. And so that would have been the spot to see him at left tackle and see how he would do in those one-on-ones and that type of situation. Unfortunately, we don't have that data point. And so there is projection involved. And because of that, that's why I would lean Will Campbell there at number 4, even though I do think Membou has the higher ceiling, and I think that he can play left tackle. We just don't have the physical evidence that says that it can.
CLNS Patriots coverage is powered by PrizePicks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
The Patriots adding veteran Stephon Diggs brought much-needed credibility to their wide receiver room. But in a group full of slot types and possession receivers, New England still needs verticality and an outside presence to truly unlock Drake May's special arm talent. But today, I'm breaking down 3 specific prospects who I think are the best fits to add some big play potential to the Patriots passing game. Jalen Noel is one of this receiver class's easiest projections. The 2-time captain improved every year at Iowa State, going from a second-team All-Big 12 selection in 2023 to earning Big 12 first-team and Special Teams Player of the Year honors last season. The 194-pounder put up a position-best 23 bench reps at the Combine, and he brought in over half of his contested targets last season. Take this deep grab against UCF. Iowa State comes out in a run look with 2 tight ends, both receivers tight to the formation on opposite sides, and the quarterback in pistol. But with the Cyclones facing a second and long situation, UCF keeps himself safe by playing single high press man. Noel chops his corner's 2-hand jam, dips the shoulder to keep himself clean, and takes a hard jab step to the corner before separating on a post. The deep safety does play this pretty horribly, but Noel tracks down the slightly underthrown ball to set up his offense deep in scoring territory. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to become members of Patriots Press Pass here on YouTube for more breakdowns just like this, as well as a ton of other great bonus content.